Tell me, Mari.
Sir, heat is a...
You speak. What are you? Generally, you speak generally, man. You be free with me. What will happen?
Yes, sir. Sir, heat.
Yeah.
Heat means it is the temperature. We know the temperature, sir.
So that is not Mari. So your chapter name is heat and temperature, or only heat?
Heat and temperature, sir.
So means in the sense of if they have a same meaning, then why they are using two words? Have a think about it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is what you should know. So actually, because of rise in temperature, the body will gain some energy. That is only we used to call it as heat energy. What we used to call, Mari?
Heat energy.
So I am using a word called as heat energy. Means in the sense of if somebody will ask you, what is heat? What you can say? Generally, heat is a
energy.
A form of
energy.
A form of energy. Yeah, good afternoon, Kaushik. Heat is a form of energy. That is what you should remember.
Form of energy.
Yes. So, if you give heat energy to anybody, suppose I will give heat energy to you, then what will happen? You will become what? You will
energized.
You will become energized. Okay. Then what is the feeling? Hot or cooler, or you will become hotter? What you will become?
Hot, sir.
So that is what you should remember.
Very active.
Yes. So heat is a form of energy. Like, understand, mechanical energy, kinetic energy, potential energy, electrical energy, understanding, light energy. Like, heat is also one of the form of energy. It makes a substance. If it is applied to any kind of substance, understand, then the substance will become hotter. Do you understand, Mari? If somebody will ask,
yes, sir,
after studying also, understanding, if you are unable to define what is heat and what is temperature, then what is the use of studying? So there is no use. That is what I'm saying. So whatever you are studying, you be very clear with the understanding all the fundamentals as well as what is the learning objectives from this chapter. Suppose now we are studying heat. Your school is keeping that heat and temperature, but according to me, I am keeping only heat. That is okay. Temperature also you take. Now, what is the learning objectives? What we have a real life applications? Is it any useful to us? That is all you should know. If somebody will ask, suppose mother will ask next after this class, mother will ask, what you have learned in today's class? You will say heat, temperature. Is it? That is what we want. You have to develop that from now itself. Do you understand, Mari, what I'm saying, Hari? Everybody, Kaushik.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that you should overcome. See, even though I think already it is already almost half of the lesson is completed. Yes or no, Mari?
Yes, sir.
But still, we don't.
They came to.
Yeah, I know that, but still you are unable to define what is heat. Then what is the use? That is what I'm saying. So once it is happening in our situation, our personal class this is. So, but there is no use there. That is why everybody should overcome that problem. Do you understand? Hari also joined in meeting.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is why I can say heat is a form of energy which will make the substance what? Which will make the substance hotter. Understand? So that is, you can see. Is it possible to see the heat? Anybody? Suppose I have keep in front of you, I will keep some bowl which is hotter or cooler, you don't know. Is it possible to see that heat? By seeing, can you able to say?
No, sir.
No, that is what you should see. So heat we cannot see. Do you understand? So
yes,
what
sir.
I can say, heat cannot be seen by us, but if we'll touch it, what will happen, Mari? Which will touch
we
it.
Can feel that.
We can feel the heat. How? We can feel that heat
hotter
by temperature effect. We can feel that heat by temperature effect. Why I am using here temperature effect means, understand? So our body is having some kind of temperature. Understand? And that body temperature is some other thing. So that is the reason. If you touch it, if you are having a variation in temperatures, then only we can feel that hotness or coldness. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If you will hold the ice in our hand, you will feel cold. Why? our body temperature is more compared to the eyes, so that we are feeling that hotness or coldness. Do you understand? So the same way, if you
Yes,
touch
sir.
hot bowl or else hot anything, fire or something, so the fire is having more temperature. The temperature is only increasing the energy. When the temperature is supplied to the body, body will particles will gain that energy. That is only heat energy. Do you understand, Mari? Hari? Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So if we'll touch it, we cannot see, understand, it is not seen by us, but we can feel the heat by the temperature effect which it will produce. So that is why when heat is given to a substance, you remember, when heat is given to a substance, suppose I am burning gas, I am burning firewood, I am burning something, you can observe that when I am supplying heat energy, when I'm giving the heat energy to a particular substance, then I can observe that its temperature increases, and it becomes hotter. Will you accept it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So now suppose, for
Yes, sir.
example, if you have a water, now you started heating the water. Heating in the sense of, we'll use a word called as heating. Means in the sense of what? We are providing the heat energy. Is it yes or no, Mari? Hurry.
Yes, sir.
If you are providing
Yes,
heat
sir.
energy, you can see that if I have a thermometer, if I keep it inside that water, then we can see that the temperature is keep on rising. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So by providing heat energy, understanding to any substance, its temperature increases and increases and increases. It's become hotter and hotter and more hotter. For example, you can take, understand. So utensils means what? Bowls, cooking bowls. Do you know cooking
Yes.
bowls? Yeah.
Yes, sir. I know,
Take this
sir.
cooking balls. All you are familiar with the cooking balls. Like this will be balls. Suppose if you take a coffee pan or a coffee or tea, like this only it will be. Is it exactly true or not? It will be like this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you take this one, suppose, which is kept on a gas burner, it gets heat, understand? And its temperature increases. And after few minutes, if you touch directly that, what will happen? It will become hot, and even our hand also
Hotter.
will burns. Our hand also will feel that hotness. And what will happen? What will happen? It will be burned on
Burned.
the skin. Is it yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
after we can remove this utensil from the gas and you keep it for aside like half an hour or 1 hour or 10 minutes, then if you touch with, what will happen? If you remove that, then what will happen? Again, the substance will become, the temperature decreases and
What,
becomes
sir?
what?
What, sir? I can't sir, I can't
You
hear
kept-
again. You
Suppose
can
you
tell
kept
me.
this one, you kept this substance. If you remove, understand, when heat is removed from a substance, suppose this substance I kept in, suppose like boiled water or else boiled milk, I kept in freeze. Or else I kept normally in the room temperature itself. So that what will happen? That hotness is removed by the atmosphere. Air will absorb the heat energy slowly. So if heat is removed, what will happen? If you are adding heat energy, it is finally turns into hotter. If you are removing heat
Hotter.
energy, what will happen? It will
Cold.
turn into,
It will be cool.
it will
Cool.
become cold. Is it yes or no? So when
Yes,
the
sir.
heat is removed from a substance, then its temperature decreases. What will happen? Its temperature
Decrease, sir.
decreases. Temperature decreases and it will become what? It will become into
Cold.
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 That is what. So that is what we can do. For
Sir,
example,
this
if
is
you take-
sir.
yeah, Hari, what Kaushik?
This only, sir.
Yeah, that is what utensil, bowl we can call. Do you understand? Suppose you kept, yeah, Kaushik is showing video.
Yes.
You can see, if you keep that bowl, suppose if you keep the water in fridge, how you will feel, Ram? How you will feel? The water if you take
Cold.
from the fridge or refrigerator, you can take. How you will feel? Kaushik, enough, yeah, you can keep it. You can concentrate
Cold.
on class. So you will feel cool. Is it yes or no, Hari? When the water is
Yes,
put
sir.
in the refrigerator, then heat gets removed from the water. So its temperature increases or decreases? Heat is removed,
Increases.
decreases, and it's become cold. It's become cold. If we are providing heat energy,
Cool.
then the substance will become hot. Same water you kept in gas and continuously if you are burning, understanding, then boiling, then the water will become hot. The same water if you kept
Hot.
refrigerator and if you are removing heat from water, then the water will become cold. So that is only called as actually, you can say, understand, one time the body is hot and one time the body is cold. So this hotness or coldness of a body is only called as temperature. Do you understand, Ra, Hari, Mari, Kaushik, everybody? So the coldness or
Yes, sir.
hotness,
Yes, sir.
whatever the body temperature, either maybe it is a coldness or maybe a hotness. So both are temperatures only. Don't think that only more it is there, then only we can call it as temperature. Everything, if it is minus degrees also, it is called as temperature. If it is hundreds or thousands or 10,000s also, it is called as temperature. So I cannot say only hot is called as temperature. If the body is hot, then only I cannot say it is having some temperature.
Cold.
If it is
Cold,
also,
warm.
it is having minus temperature. Do you understand? Temperature
Cold.
scale is having minus degrees and plus degrees.
Yes, sir.
So that is why the coldness or hotness of a body, understand, is called as temperature. So temperature is a parameter which will give how the body is. Either the body is hot or the body is
Cold.
cold. That is
Cold.
only called as temperature. Now, I should not say now. What is that? Is it the definition of temperature? I should not say. So that is what we have understand two words now. What is the two words? One time the body is become hot and one time the body is becoming cold. So when the body is becoming hot, when the body is becoming hot, when we are adding heat energy.
Increase of temperature.
Yeah, when we are adding heat, not
energy.
temperature, Mari, no temperature, only heat. When we are adding
Heat.
heat, then the body becoming hot. Understand?
Hot.
When we are removing heat from a substance, then the body becoming
Cold.
cold. That is what you have to remember. There is no another thing. So if you'll understand this concept well, then next we are going to discuss only the two words called as hot and cold. Do you understand?
Cold.
Hot and cold.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Cold.
now you have kept a heading called as heat. So now we should write a small definition of heat, correct? So right now, heat.
Yes, sir.
Heat. You understand, Hari?
Yes, sir.
Change in character. Now you are already in class 7th. Don't behave like a childish. Much improvement in knowledge. It is not sufficient. As a 7th class student, it is not sufficient. Do you understand? Mari, you also I am saying you. Your level
Yes, sir.
improved much and much day by day. That is what I am continuously trying to encourage. Now heat, right? Heat is a form of energy. Hey, Kaushik, you can write from the board if you don't know spellings. Heat, you can keep a side heading. Heat is a form of energy. Write neatly, maintain proper notes. Heat is a form of energy.
Energy.
It makes a substance hotter. It makes a substance hotter. Do you understand? Make a substance
Yes, sir.
hotter. So that is what you should remember. Make a substance hotter.
Hotter.
Yeah. So as we know that when it will become hot, when it will become cold, understanding, when it will increase the heat energy, hot, when it will remove the heat energy, cold. Now,
Cold.
one, you please keep heading and you listen. Understanding, hot and cold.
What, sir?
Next, keep heading, hot and cold.
Yes, sir.
Hot and cold. Hot and cold. Hey, Kaushik, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Write neatly, hot and cold. So that is what our heading. Now, Listen, don't write. While I'm teaching, don't write. While I'm saying to write, you write. Now, in our daily life, let us take from your life or my life or Mari life or Hari life, anybody's Kaushik life will take. Understanding? For everybody's life, in our we come across a number of objects from morning to night sleep. Is it yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah. We as a human from the morning to night, we have to understanding come contact with the so many objects in our life. Is it yes?
Yes,
A
sir.
single day. Now, in that you can see some of the objects, some of these objects are hot, and whereas if you observe some other objects, they are cold. Is it true or not? Suppose now
Yes,
it is
sir.
lockdown. If it is not a lockdown, this dry, hot weather, we people used to prefer a cold ice cream or a very cool drink. Is it yes? A
Yes,
chilly cool drink. But due to corona or due to lockdown, we are unable to enjoy that sip. So it means in a sense of say. Now, early morning you see, when you wake up, suppose you people used to drink water. It may be from refrigerator, so it is very cool. Later you go for bath. If you on the geyser, you used to get a water. But water is what? Is it a cold or hot? If you on the geyser,
Cold.
cold geyser. The geyser
Hot.
hot. Understand? Like that. You can see. Understanding few times. Immediately morning, I think after wake up, most of you will take a tea or a coffee or something. Is it yes?
Yes, sir.
So is it hot? Is it hot or cold?
Hot.
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 So tea, like that, if you touch ice, your refrigerator may have ice. Understand? So that ice is what? Ice is cold. Is it yes?
Cold. Yes,
Can
sir.
you able to suppose your mother is cooking? Your mother is making omelette or something for your purpose. Now you will go inside the kitchen and you will touch the frying pan, which is kept on burning gas stove. What will happen? What will happen?
Hot.
Is it hot or cold?
Will feel it hot.
Very hot. Now,
Hot.
but during the same frying pan, which has been placed at the gas stove, if you touch the handle, what will happen? The plastic handle. The plastic, in the sense of it is made with a separate metal
No, it
material.
will not.
So that
Bake light. Bake light.
yeah,
Bake light.
yeah, bakelite metal, so that it will be not hot, it is cold. Is it yes or no? The frying pan,
Yes,
the
sir.
handle of the frying pan is cold, but frying pan, which is kept on burning gas stove, is very hot. Now,
Hot.
we'll observe like this, so many examples we can make. Suppose, usually just now, I think most of you finished the lunch. So lunch, the rice is very hot. Is it yes?
Yes, sir.
Usually we'll prefer very hot food, understanding. That is only it will be. We won't prefer the stored food and all. So I think you all, suppose somebody is maybe yesterday your mother cooked a favorite curry. You have kept in refrigerator and you use it, supposed to eat today. So what is that taste? Is it hot or cold? Taste I am not, sorry. It's temperature. Is it hot or cold? It will be definitely cold. Is it yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think most of you like curd. Just now you may finish, you have finished your lunch with a curd. So curd, what is
Yes,
the curd?
sir.
Hot or cold?
Cold, sir.
Cold.
Cold.
Because we used to keep in a refrigerator. Is it yes or no? So like that you are discussing, you can from day morning to night, we can say so many objects and so many hot objects and so many cold objects. Is it yes or no? So that is why.
Yes,
So
sir.
these are all the examples which we used to observe from morning to evening. Understand? Suppose you will go to fruit shop, fruit juice. Which one you will prefer? Normal one or which is added with the cold?
Cold.
Yeah, which is like a very very low temperatures, very cold, like fruit juices. Understand? But if you go to tea shop, will you ask will you ask him to give very cold milk? Will you ask him to
Hot.
give hot milk? Like that, so
Hot.
many things we used to observe in our daily life. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So even among
Yes, sir.
these hot objects, some objects may be even hotter than the others. Have you noticed it? Suppose you may see tea, you can handle it and you can sip it easily. You can sip the tea. Understand? Even though it is hotter, but we can sip it because it is just hot. But if you touch the frying pan, which has been kept at a burning gas stove, will you able to handle that? Will you able to handle
No,
it?
sir. It is hotter.
Because
No, sir.
it is not hot, it is hotter. Understand? It is more hotter
Yes, sir.
than the other objects. Like that, if you take similarly, Suppose you will take normal, what I can say, ice in the sense of like a fruit juice you take. Fruit juice you take,
Yes, sir.
or else curd you take. Suppose I have given curd and direct ice. I will ask you to hold in the hands both. So which will feel comfort? Curd or ice?
What, sir?
I
Curd
have
or
given
ice,
curd
sir?
and ice. So curd is a
Curd.
cold substance. Is it yes or no? Because I have kept
Yes,
in
sir.
refrigerator. But if you see, ice usually form in deep freeze, not
Cooler,
Freezer,
sir.
sir.
it will form in deep freeze. Is it yes or no?
Colder.
So it is very
Yes,
difficult
sir.
to hold the ice in our hand because
Colder.
it is very colder.
Colder.
Like some objects, among these hot objects, some objects may be hotter than the other objects. Similarly, among the cold objects, some objects may be colder. Understanding? Colder than the other objects. Do you understand, Ra?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But we people, as a humans, we usually decide whether an object is hot or cold. Either it is hot or cold. Understanding? How we can
Yes,
just
sir.
decide? Anybody? Just by how you can decide? Either directly you can say,
Sir, no, sir. By feeling it, sir.
by feeling how, man? By smell?
Temperature. The
How?
heat, sir.
Why? How?
Temperature repair.
How, Ra?
Temperature effect.
How, Mari?
By touching it. By touching it.
Touching it, that is what I am expecting. That is what I am expecting. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Yes,
that
sir.
so we can decide understanding, and any object, either it is hot or cold, doesn't matter. We just by touching it, we can decide whether the body is hot or cold. But please don't
cold.
touch hotter bodies. Understand? So because it is
Yes.
it will cause us damage to our skin, and it will cause us burning action also. So what is happening when we touch it? How you are coming to know? That is what I should know. How you are coming to know? When you touch it, the body will supply the
Feeling.
object which you are going to it will supply the hotness or coldness to our body, so that only we can feel it. Do you understand, Ra? So
Yes, sir.
when you hold some object, that body will provide it. Understanding? It is its hotness or coldness to our body, so that understand we can feel that. Understand? Even sometimes you can
Yes.
see some persons in our surroundings in news you may observe. Sometimes our sense of touch is not reliable in telling us whether an object is really hot or cold. Understand? Because maybe our sensory nerves, biology, nervous system may not work properly. Sensory nerves. Our skin is one of our sensory system.
Yes, sir. Sensory nerves taking
Yeah, sensory
information to
nerves.
the
If the
brains.
sensory nerves are not working properly, you may see some persons, if you poke with a pencil or if you poke with a pen or if you poke with a knife also, they won't feel any pain. Have you noticed it? Google
Yes,
it
sir.
out. Because the sensory systems may become inactive. Or else you may see, few times our legs or hand will get, understanding, so constantly if we keep in the same position, we used to get like electrical shock. Have you noticed it? We're unable to walk by that time. Yes or no? Sort of
Yes,
option.
sir. In the
Yeah.
YouTube.
So during that time, you try to understand, pinch your skin, you will never feel any pain. Have you noticed it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and particularly some persons, paralysis. Have you heard a word called as paralysis? Hands and legs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Paralysis.
yes, sir.
Yeah. That persons you can see, if you
Yes, sir.
touch them, you'll poke them, if you'll give like understanding, if you'll beat with a stick also, they won't feel any pain or any kind of
Sir,
reaction.
they will play Paralympic games, sir.
Yeah. So why it is happening? Because by that time the sensory nerves, few times our body sense of touch, understand, it will lose its sense of touch. Means sensory nerves may not work properly. So by that time we cannot decide whether the body is, understand, hot or cold.
or
That is
cold.
what you should remember. Understand? So now, how, sir? Let us see. We will do some activity to make it more clear. Understanding all these points. All the point we can make it more clear. Understanding from this object, from this activity. So shall we start activity now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in our home, are you having a bowls? like suppose 3 balls. Let us take 3 balls. Understand? A, B, C. How many balls are?
ABC.
A,
Sir,
B.
I want to take balls, sir.
You no need to take now. Later you do, Mari. Later you do, and it is
Yes, sir.
filed as a your understanding subject enrichment activity, or else you can file as like a portfolio. Your analysis, your report, whatever you will observe, that report you you write it as a portfolio, and that video you keep it as a subject enrichment activity. Whenever your schools need, you can send them. No need to bother about it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So how we need to do this activity means, now I will show you some picture. You understand that, you try to observe that. Later I will explain it very clearly. So now let us take,
Yes, sir.
just wait a minute. Can you able to see this picture? Just all of you observe. Can you able to see this picture?
Sir, your screen is still sharing, sir.
I will come. I just wait. Just wait a second.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Can you
sir.
able to see here?
Yes,
So
sir.
he has taken totally
Yes, sir.
3 balls. He has taken totally 3 balls.
3
Now
balls.
see. So in first ball he has taken cold water. In second ball he has taken hot water. Understand? Now in
Yes, sir.
third ball he has taken something like lukewarm water. I will say what is that. Understand? Lukewarm water.
Yes,
And
sir.
he felt both the hands he kept it. Left hand feels hot.
Yes,
You can
sir.
even give surprise to your parents also. Understand? If they will keep both the hands, what we can do, Ra? One, both the hands either need to feel cold or need to feel hot. Is it yes or no? But in this activity, left hand feels hot and our right hand feels cold, or else our right hand feels hot and left hand feels cold. So why it is? Let us observe. Let us discuss this more in detail. Shall we discuss now? Hare?
Yes, sir.
Now, so they have taken totally 3 balls. What is that? 3 balls. What is the 3 balls?
Cold water,
Three,
hot
yeah.
water,
Hot water,
lukewarm
cold
water.
and understanding lukewarm water. Luke, lukewarm water. What is the meaning of lukewarm? Lukewarm. Can you able to say in Tamil? I don't know. In Telugu, I
Medium
can say.
state of
Warm
water.
water, warm.
Yeah,
Warm water, not
not
very
too
cold or
hot,
very hot.
not too cool. Like which we used to prefer for drinking. Do you notice it?
Medium, sir.
Yeah. Which we used to prefer? Goruvechchani
Yes, sir.
water. Goruvechchani
Yes, sir.
water means like in Telugu I can say. Tamil I don't know what we used to say. Yeah, which is not too hot, not too cold. Which we used to feel for like winter season and all we used to drink, correct? That is water. That is called as lukewarm water. What we should call?
Lukewarm water.
Water.
Lukewarm water.
This is what the vocabulary. Understand? So till now we used to use a slightly warm water. So now you can take what? Lukewarm water. Do you understand, Mari? Pronunciation and vocabulary. Okay? See, most of you, your classmates,
Yes, sir.
if will ask lukewarm water, they will think that's something different. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They'll feel the.
So they don't know. Is it yes or no? But if you say slightly warm water, they will accept it. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Yes,
that is
sir.
what I'm saying. You have to be more, everything should be more appropriate in the vocabulary, statement formation, grammar, everything is needed for us to, all the fields we have to excel well. That is what I will expect from you all people. That is why I'm saying you. So lukewarm water, you have to take it. So 3 balls I have taken. Put 1 bowl, understanding. Let me take bowl A. Which water we should keep, Ra? We have to keep cold water.
Cold water.
Yes.
Cold water.
You have to try today. Nothing will happen. You have to fill cold water. You have to fill A with the cold water. Keep in freeze, not deep freeze. Freeze you can keep and keep it. Next, second one, you take hot water. Hot, not hottest, not only water. Hot water.
Hot water.
Hottest. Don't boil too much and keep. Your skin will burn. Understand? The second one, you take hot water in bowl B and bowl C. it is little bit bigger you take, because 2 hands you should keep. So that what we can do,
Yes,
we
sir.
can take the lukewarm
Lukewater.
which is
Lukewarm water.
slightly warm water. That is only called as lukewarm water. Now, what we should do means exactly should follow our instructions. So we dip our left hand first. Your choice, left hand or right hand you choose. Understand? We dip our left hand in cold water in bowl A. In bowl A. So I am keeping my left hand in cold water bowl A, and same way my right hand in hot water in bowl B. In what? Bowl?
Hot water.
Yeah, bowl B. Now, keep the hands in this way for about, not immediately dipping and dipping and lifting, dipping and lifting not. You have to keep minimum 2 or 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes you count it and you keep it. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You have to you have to dip A and B balls 2 to 3 minutes or 2 or 3 minutes. Now, take out the hands at a time from bowl A and B and dip both the hands quickly, very fastly, not relaxing. Understand? So immediately, hands
sir.
quickly in lukewarm water, which is present in bowl C. Which is present in what?
Bowl C.
Bowl C. Now, what will happen? Observation. You have to write in your portfolio. That is what you should make a habit. Thesis writing means you have to learn a habit of writing your own content from this stage itself. Then you'll never turn back in your future wherever you will go for higher educations. So that is what I'm saying you to learn a habit of developing portfolio. What is the meaning of portfolio? Do you know it, Mari, Hari? I'm using a word.
No,
portfolio.
sir.
Oh, then why you are not asking me? I am using portfolio. What is the meaning means? Whatever we are doing.
Portfolio means
Yeah, whatever our
aims,
daily activity.
aims, procedures.
Yes. Whatever we have done, suppose you achieved something. Today you have done some good thing. Today I have done some activity. You mentioned, today I have done this activity. This is the observation I have found. I feel very happy.
Like diary writing.
Yeah, like diary writing. This is good for our education purpose. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is
Sir.
about this one. Now over. Immediately what we should happen? We have to lift after 2 to 3 minutes. We have to lift from our hands from this A and B balls. Immediately you should keep that understanding. 2 hands in the third ball where we have lukewarm water. Do you understand? Now,
Yes, sir.
what we will find? We will find that water in third ball, C does not feel equally warm to both the hands. Equally warms to both the hands. So the left hand, which was earlier in cold water, which was earlier in beaker A or as bowl A, this lukewarm water appears to be hot, but the right hand, which has understanding earlier in hot water, the lukewarm water appears to be cold. Appears to be cold. So
Cold.
however, understand how it is possible, because actually it is impossible.
Sir.
Yes or no? Impossible, because the same water cannot be hot as well as cold at the same time. Is it understanding or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Usually, what is you can see like a magic also you can say. Usually, if you take the same water, that full water either must be cold or must be hot. Is it yes or no? But how one hand feels cold, one hand feels hot? Because our left hand came from coldness, so that it will feel hot. Our right hand came from even more hotter than this. That is why it will not even feel hot. It will feel cold. Do you understand, Ra?
Yes,
Do you understand,
sir.
all of you? But actually, what should happen? It should not happen. It is impossible. Basically, if we'll keep, it is impossible case. Is it yes or no, Hari, Mari?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is impossible. No water should supply 2 temperatures at a time. But because of understanding, our one hand is few minutes it is in cold water, another hand few minutes is in hot water. So because it is this luke water is what? Middle temperature, not less than cold water, not less than hot water. Is it yes or no? Middle water. The
Yes,
temperature is medium between them. So that is why the cold hand, if you keep in this luke water, temperature increases so that it will feel hot. This one, if you keep in luke water, temperature will reduces. That is why we can feel cold. Is it yes or no? So
Yes, sir.
that is what I'm saying. That is the point you should remember. Few times, understanding? Few times, understanding? Our sense of touch is not reliable in telling us whether an object is really hot or cold. Do you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is what I will expect from you all. So you can do this activity and you can you can ask your mother or father to keep understanding at a time, and you can ask them. You can you can create it like magic. Father, you can say at a time I can give you hotness and coldness. Like that you can ask them to do. Is it a yes, Mari? Is it good or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, at a time you can say that,
Good.
Father, you want hotness, you can get. You want coldness, you can get. But I can give both the feel at a time. You can make it. Understand? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that you can do that activity.
Yes.
Will you do it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir said, sir, is it true or not? You have to check it. Here, is there anything required? Nothing is required. Yes or no? But while handling with
Yes,
hot
sir.
water, you be very careful. Take your mother's help, or else your cook, somebody who is in kitchen. You take their help, and you don't go near gas. This is the understanding. Precaution you should take. Nobody should go near burners. Okay, Ra? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Arrange them.
Yes, sir.
Help them to arrange the 3 different types of waters. Understanding. One is hot. Hot in the sense of what? Normal hotness, not too much of hot. Hotness, the hot water in the sense of where we can feel where we can keep our hand comfortably. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's what you should remember. Don't keep the water like sir said, hot, very hot water. Ooh, like that you don't keep, and don't burn your skin. That is what you should remember. Okay, Ra?
Yes, sir.
So that is. So from this activity, if we'll do this activity, we can conclude something. What is that? What we can conclude? We cannot depend on our sense of touch for estimating the hotness or coldness of an object. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That is the conclusion you should make. So our notes also you should write it. So below this activity, you should write your own point. So from this activity, I have observed that our understanding, we cannot depend on our sense of touch for estimating the hotness or coldness of a object. So we need some reliable measuring for estimating the hotness or coldness of an object. Understanding? So this reliable measure of the hotness or coldness of an object, that is only we used to call as what we should call temperature.
Thermometer.
What we should call this hotness or coldness
Temperature.
is only called as temperature. Do you understand?
Temperature.
So this
Yes,
temperature,
sir.
suppose you take thermometer. Thermometer you keep in cold water, it will show the temperature of thermometer. If you keep it in hot water temperature. Immediately you keep it in luke water, understanding, it will show the temperature of it. Is it yes or no? It will not show that, it will never take time to do that. So that is why a reliable measure of the hotness, we cannot depend upon our sense of touch every time. So we have to make some device which will measure this temperature of a body, either cold or hot, perfectly. So that is why the temperature of an object is measured by a device called as, what is the device now?
Thermometer. Thermometer.
Thermometer. Spelling you should remember. THERMO. M-E. Solunga. M-E-T-R-E-A. T-E-R. T-E-R. Remember, basically if I'll ask, what is the unit of length? Meter. What is the spelling? M-E-T-R-E.
M-E-T-E-R.
M-E-T-R-E, meter. Remember, Mari, that is what the difference between them. Meter spelling is M-E-T-R-E. When you are writing instrument name, thermometer, barometer, understanding? Like
Barometer.
like the speedometer, odometer. By that time, TER will come. When we are writing units meter, TRE will come. That is the perfectness. Understand, Ra? That is you should remember.
Yes, sir.
So, to measure this reliable coldness or hotness, we have to make a design. We have to design some understanding. That is only called as thermometer. So, once if you'll understand this one, now next class, we will discuss the temperature and its measurement very in detail. Understand? I hope you understand very well. Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
That is.
No doubt, sir.
A reliable measure of the hotness of an object, hotness or coldness, both of an object, is only called as what? Is it? Is it what? Temperature.
Temperature.
Understand? So to measure that reliable temperature of a body, we want a device. The device is only called as what? Thermometer. What we should call?
Thermometer.
So now start writing.
Thermometer.
Yeah, cold or hot you have kept. Correct? Hot and cold you have kept. Correct? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So will you able to do this activity?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everybody must do that
Yes,
activity.
sir.
And try to draw the diagram also. Whatever the shape of your bowls, you can draw the diagram. Not an issue. Right now, a reliable measure of the hotness or coldness. Reliable spelling
R-E-L-I.
Understanding? A reliable
Yes, sir.
measure of the. Now, still any doubt, Mari, for you? Can you able to define?
No, sir.
So somebody will ask, what is hot, what is temperature, and what is heat? Can you able to make a difference?
Yes, sir. Sir, you told the example, no, sir.
Hotness or
Sir,
coldness?
yes, sir. That aim is to achieve that the